Man, grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all, even if you watch it on your TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Shout out to the Collective again. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I did want to go ahead and say I seen a lot of the new videos coming about, you know, I think his name is Nature Jab, the one who came up with the plastiline, who shows you how to get the cars running off of plastic, who did it out his backyard. I told y'all when we first started watching him, keep that man safe. He said he's under attack. Somebody commented and was like, hey bro, you called it. I think we all could call it. Anytime you start doing something that makes it convenient for us humans, and when anything that has to do with a new invention with energy, using water instead of gas, all types of things, bro, new inventions, they gonna always knock you off. Now I seen another comment, somebody said I giving people too much power. Nah. And he said that their power is the lies and cover-ups. Nah, it's the word I can't use to start with an M when they unalive you. That's one of their best tactics. And knowledge and power. Them 3 things, bro. The lies and cover-ups is just the easy part after that. You got all the knowledge, you know how to cover it up. If you know how to knock somebody off, which they've done that too many times, they knock you off easy. I'm not shocked if they come at any of the content creators. Any content creator who talk about this shouldn't be shocked if they come at you, bro. It's expected. Anybody watching shouldn't be shocked if they came at any of us creators too. Especially if we start getting too big, or if we got a certain influence. You know, y'all get what I mean. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all know what it is. Prayers to my guy. Hopefully he good. He gonna be straight. Keep him safe. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
So the fans are speculating that this is the exact moment before Extra went to a point of no return. So he knocked over the cup. The same hand he knocked over the cup with is the same hand that got boom. I also heard that somebody that was next to 4 Extra got their face tore off. Like, I'm still trying to figure out who that is, because they saying their face got tore off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see a lot of comments, people that was like, you not even Haitian. How are you talking about voodoo? That's not your culture. Do you know there was black Americans in the South that were doing that? I don't even want to call it voodoo and hoodoo, because a lot of things have been misconstrued. But there's witch doctors, there's Southern folklore, there's magic that Southern folks used to do, practices, witch doctors. We used to heal each other, bro. But I'm not saying 607 Unc is using this in a bad way. And a lot of times when people see stuff like this, they immediately think demonic, devil, oh Jesus. Bro, half them things in the Bible, they doing witchcraft. So when it comes to 607 Unc and 4 Extra is getting the energy that we was putting out in the world, bro. That's all 607 Unc was a reflection for him, bro. And he didn't learn, obviously. So, but still, speedy recoveries to bro. But yeah, he's definitely anointed.
Yeah, speedy recovery. And 607 Unc, damn.
That meteor flew over today, Williamston, South Carolina, and this is what I found, and I don't know what that is. It's got a glow to it, feels cold to the touch. If anybody out there knows what this is, let me know. It's beautiful.
Do y'all believe him? I kind of do.
On today's episode of Guess What the F I Found on the CIA website, you've heard of MKUltra, the CIA's mind control program. But most people have never heard of its darker sister, MK Naomi. It was a Cold War bioweapons program, buried deep in the shadows, and the document that proves it, it's called Biological Testing Involving Human Subjects by the Department of Defense, 1977, and yes, in it you'll find traces of a program designed not to control minds, but to unalive quickly. The CIA and Army developed weapons that look like everyday objects, like a cigarette laced with poison, a pen that injects ricin, a briefcase that releases airborne toxins. And they even experimented with infecting livestock, ruining food supplies, and using venomous darts to cause heart attacks that leave no traces. There's talk of insect delivery systems, covert sprays, and even plans to cause mass famine. These weren't theories. They were tested, stockpiled, and ready to deploy. And when Congress started asking questions, the CIA panicked. Documents were destroyed, evidence was scrubbed, but some of it slipped through the cracks, right? Look up the 1977 report. It's right there in black and white. MK Naomi. It wasn't science fiction. It was a blueprint for invisible warfare. And that's not a theory. It's declassified. Go read it for yourselves.
Y'all remember Billy Carson when he said that?
There's areas of the Grand Canyon you cannot explore.
You cannot go, you cannot fly over, and you can't fly under the rim. When you go to those bad places, a white plane flies over under the rim, black helicopters show up.
They are protecting something. It's not as simple as this is a dangerous area, because you can go to any dangerous area. There's been these crazy stories of people finding these these caverns with Egyptian artwork and hieroglyphic.
It shows up, I believe, in the Phoenix Gazette, and the explorer is G.E. Kincaid, and he's going down, he's looking for gold deposits or whatever. So he finds these steps that are clearly man-made. He follows the steps up and there's a cave. And he describes hieroglyphics that look Egyptian. He finds a statue that he describes as like Buddha and all these weapons, shields, gold, all sorts of stuff. He keeps going. He finds a deserted city in the caves.
When I say never, never. We ain't gonna never so much as see a social media post from this kid ever again. And all he did was something that, when you think about it, all he did was something that an average 19-year-old who just got a pilot license would do. It's no different than when kids first get their driver's license. They go driving and doing shit they ain't got no business doing. He got a pilot license and was doing shit he ain't had no business doing. He's detained. Who owns Antarctica? Question. And what's so, outside of what they tell us, what's so bad about a motherfucker there? Because you can go to Antarctica on, you can take the boats to get there. But when it comes to flying, they shut all that shit down. So he was able to successfully fly there, land there, get arrested and detained. What military, first of all, if we can't fly there, how the military base there? What are they doing there? We can't go there. What are they doing there? Can somebody, anybody on that military base stitch, comment, let me know something? What y'all gonna say? Y'all ain't got access to social media? Not in today's age. That don't work, bucko. Long story short, we're never gonna see him again because he 9 times out of 10 saw some shit he was not supposed to see.
Or they about to let him join the military too. Hey, one of y'all tried to say that's some AI shit. Look, I had to go back. I went back on YouTube and had to look just to make sure that old clip matched. And they matched with this. But opinions are opinions. They're just that.
So in Saudi Arabia, they just spotted 2 Nephilim giants by accident. And this was at an old school car meet. But what I want y'all to look at is this right here in the very back on the top of the mountain. The people that's standing on top of this mountain have to be at least 15 feet tall. And I find it crazy how nobody is noticing what's right behind them. They don't even notice that they got Goliath little cousins attending the cart meet with them. There should be no reason that they at least 5 football fields away and you can still see them on the top of this mountain. And I know somebody gonna ask me, do I believe in giants? Well, the Bible said that it was giants in those days and also after that. What do y'all think that means? And this is not the first time that I've seen videos of giants on top of mountains like this. We done seen giants doing push-ups on mountains. We done heard about the Kandahar giant. And the only logical explanation that I have is that the Bible told us. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on what y'all think about this video in the comments. Is giants real? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. And if you want to learn how to turn your content into passive revenue, comment down below hub and I'm gonna send the resources in your DM. Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Hey, I think they real. I think they out there hiding somewhere.
Man, this is the craziest part in the Terminator series, because basically he explains to her that the man most responsible for the robots taking over is this guy that creates a microprocessor chip and sells it to the military. And what the military does with this microprocessor chip is they put it in military aircraft and they use AI with these aircraft so that the aircraft don't have to have people in them. And what happens is the aircraft get so good that they have a perfect operational record and they eventually pass a bill that no human decisions are basically needed in the line of defense. And what happens after a while is the AI starts to become self-aware. And once it starts to become self-aware, they try to basically shut the whole thing down and basically it fights back. See, they try to pull the plug and it fights back. And this is basically the prequel to The Matrix. What do you guys think?
Did you hear about the huge mystery that all the cats in the state of Florida and in southern Georgia are traveling to Miami and gathering in this certain spot? It's baffling the scientific experts and it's baffling the local city governors. They don't know what to do. And it's all the way, like I said, from Jacksonville, Florida, that is the most north of the state, and in Georgia, the cats are just leaving the homes. The ones that are domesticated, the alley cats are leaving, and they're trekking hundreds of miles all the way down to the south of the state. Scientific experts thinks that there might be some magnetic thing going on. Like there's a magnetic epicenter there that's messing with the cats' brains and it's causing them to want to gather here. But look at all of these cats. And so local officials are going to PetSmart and asking them, hey, do you have any food that you can donate? Because we don't want these cats to die of a fatality death. They've tried to shoo them away at first, but the cats just keep coming back and coming back. And so I think it's kind of cool and kind of neat and fun, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated. But what do you think about this?
Hey, y'all see that left eye?
They can't come look. We've lost our cars, everything. We've lived here for 30 years and this has never happened. So anybody, please, if you have a boat or something, I need help. I need to get my dad out of here. It's starting to smell like sewer in here.
Damn, I'm thinking she's saying it because he's elderly. Oh, that's messed up, bro. Man, pray for Texas. Pray for Texas, for real. I know if it's one like that, it's other people like that too. It smell like sewer. And her pops, he probably trying to be like tough, you know, trying to act like it don't bother him when we know he deserve way more. The elderly don't deserve to go through things like that. You know, the world's already hard enough. So when you make it to a certain age, man, I believe the elderly should just be cared for, respected, and looked after, nurtured. You know, get the same type of feeling you got when you was a little baby. You know, you young, you got to nurture, you got to care, you got to look after. You old, same thing goes for that. You know, you get to a certain age, you did your time. You should be able to, you know, you shouldn't have to carry your groceries. You shouldn't have to be stuck in situations like this. People should be able to come and help you because you know, you elder. You an elder. Like, I don't know. That's how I was raised, but yeah, prayers to Texas. I don't like to see stuff like that. I got a heart, man. That shit hurts me. But let me know y'all thoughts, man. And again, if you watching this and you in Texas, prayers to you. I hope y'all get good, man. I hope y'all can get it back on point. Do y'all think that was man-made? Y'all think that was natural? It's like, it's hard to put your finger on it, but let me know.
If you see this in traffic, call the police.
There we go, guys. We found it. Proof that the black ambulance exists. This is a live photo that was recently posted to TikTok. For those of you guys that are familiar with this topic, feel free to scroll. But in this TikTok, we can see a black ambulance, and a lot of you guys are probably well aware of the lore behind these. For those that aren't aware of the lore, the black ambulance is an urban legend. In this legend, these black ambulances drive around looking for people that are walking by themselves, pick them up against their will, and then use their internal organs on the black market. There's a lot of different variations. But here's the reality, guys. Urban legend or not, black ambulances do actually exist, and in a lot of cases, these are private ambulances. And it's just like the one seen in the photos here. And despite what people think, these black ambulances are not just designed for carrying around deceased people. They have their own individual purposes. They're just ran by third-party companies. Then again, maybe the black ambulance is real, and they're just hiding in plain sight. Makes you think.
I've never seen one of those.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Be simple and watch this video to the end. They speaking in codes. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
You know, I had this New Year's resolution that I was only going to talk to people who listen to me.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I have a saying that we have the choice of being a spectator or a participant.
Which one are you? Come on!
Yeezy's going to be bigger than Apple.
Okay.
Right. Except that ultimately we will all upload our minds to the computers.
What?
And everyone will just be robots.
Come on.
Yeah. And that's exactly what Steve would have wanted.
Really?
That is just a ridiculously false statement.
Kanye, what are you talking about? Come on!
The human being is the iPhone.
Okay.
And our Earth is our office.
True.
So I'm Steve Jobs, and the Earth is not.
These guys are comedians, man. Come on.
But that's just the next level of this video game of life.
For real.
Everything is a process, and there has been progress.
True.
God bless.
Nothing to see here. Come on.
I mean, I'll look at the comments on this interview to see perhaps if anyone understands any of this.
True.
And, maybe I'll learn from them. You know what?
Fair.
I'm tired of doing this interview.
So am I.
Right.
Wrap it up.
So.
Shut up! You know what it is. Stop playing with me, son. TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only, and Kanye West was clearly trolling Elon because Kanye didn't know what he was talking about. Shut up! Yeah, if you know, you know. You know how to read through codes? You know how to read through lines? Stop playing with me, son. No, you don't. You only know how to read a book. Yeah. Guess what, guys? This interview is viral. You know what it is. Stop playing with me, son. And it's going down, guys, and get ready. You heard what Elon said. It's just a new world that's going to come. That's all. Nothing to see here. Stop playing with me, son. I'm tired of this, guys, and I'm really getting tired of seeing stuff like this. Nah, I'm just playing. This interview is amazing. But I tell you one thing. If I ever see Elon or Kanye West trolling, playing games, like shit ain't serious in these streets.
So Epstein had no client list. That's what the FBI want us to believe. So Ghislaine trafficked to nobody. How is that even possible, y'all? So they really just saying this man acted alone, y'all. That's what they're telling us. And they want us to believe that. So let me get this straight. After years of sealed documents, after Ghislaine Maxwell got sentenced for trafficking kids to no one, and after everyone from Bill Clinton royalty got spotted on his plane, now they're telling us there was no blackmail, no client list, no conspiracy, nothing. Case just closed. I don't know if that's wild to y'all, but that's wild to me. Do y'all understand? It's like right as pressure was building online, even when Elon came out and said, Donald Trump, was on that shit, now all of a sudden, it's just going downhill? It's just done? And I know y'all remember Cash Patel and Don Bogino. They was so adamant that they was gonna release some shit that was gonna shock the world. Now they're just backtracking everything. A memo from the DOJ appears saying there was no list, no foul play, and that Epstein really committed the big S to itself. And they even put out a video showing no one entered and no one left. It is 2025. We use common sense. Do y'all know how edits work? I'm not saying it was edited, but I'm just letting you know that anything can be edited. Like, come on now, y'all. It's been 6 years. Now they want to release it? Why didn't they been release it? Come on. Come on. I need y'all thoughts down below. This shit is crazy, right?
If they can fake the moon landing, they can fake that. But then again, it all goes down to the point of, look at what they did with Diddy. Look at what's going on with Epstein. And like I said, people who deal with big money, they're not about to be rubbing shoulders with people they don't know. That goes for anybody that has a lot of money. If you got a lot of money and you successful, and this person over here got a lot of money, but he's successful too, but you got yours off of business. He got his off of street pharmaceutical business. You gonna know that person does that before you kick it with that person. Because whatever that person does and gets caught for, if you was kicking it with him, your ass is going down too. So again, birds of a feather, they flock to damn together. You're not going to be kicking it with nobody and not involved in what they involved in unless you voluntarily select that. If you know there is some criminal activity and you still involve yourself, then your ass a criminal. If you don't involve yourself because they in criminal activity, that refers to 9 times out of 10, you don't want no parts of that because you not like that. The list, we should have never put in our mind that they was going to give that to us, because we should have known they were never going to give that to us based off some of the names that are on there. Look how they covered Epstein's story. Do y'all think he really gone, or y'all think he on an island somewhere? Let me know where y'all think. I'll be trying not to say too much, because early on in the channel, I know some of y'all be like, did he just say that? Bro, I be trying to have a filter now. Trying to be a little bit more, come back down, grow up a little bit. But come on, bro. We should have known they wasn't going to give us the truth. We should have known that. And if somebody else's name that is a very important person in the United States, if their name is on that list, I can guarantee your ass it ain't going to come out. If it was on that list for the wrong reasons, I should say. If. But me, if my name was on that list, and I say, oh no, I wasn't doing it, but my homie was, how many of y'all gonna believe me? Man, come on, be real. How many of y'all gonna believe me? I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking. But, hey, tell me your opinion. Tell me your thoughts. I'm curious. Let's not be naive, though, people.
Y'all, I'm pretty sure that we are in Revelations and that the Bible talked about moments like this, y'all. This is a lake in Aviso, California. The whole lake turned red. And look at all this foamy substance on the bank, y'all. Doesn't this remind you of the waters turning into blood in the book of Revelations? Revelation 16:3-4. And the second and third angel poured out their bowls into the sea, into the lake, and everything in the sea and the lake. So we're not just seeing red lakes, y'all. It seems that the planet has been showing her emotions as of late, because a red sky just happened in Atlanta, y'all. Look at this. What is going on? Look at this, y'all.
It's 9 o'clock at night in Atlanta. Tell me why the sky look like this. What's going on? What in the Stranger Things is
Look at that. Y'all, it is 9 o'clock at night. Why does the sky of Atlanta look like that? It's 9:30 p.m. over here and the sky's completely dark, as opposed to that little bit of blue. But red skies, red lake, y'all. We are witnessing some amazing things right now, y'all. You can call it anything, but all I know is this is prophetic, y'all. I mean, look how red that sky is. But like, follow, and share for more videos like this, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it.
I need someone to walk through something with me because I'm genuinely freaking out about about what I found, and I need someone to tell me that this isn't as bad as it looks. I'm always keeping an ear to the ground when it comes to biotech, especially wearable biotech, because I hate how these health devices are kind of just major data collection tools. And on June 24th, RFK Jr. was in a congressional hearing, and he had said something that kind of bothered me. He said that my vision is every American is wearing a wearable within 4 years. To me, this didn't sound like him encouraging people to get fitness trackers. It sounded like a federal mandate that he wanted everyone to wear biotech monitoring devices by 2029. I'm like, okay, well, where's this money coming from? I mean, you can't put a bunch of surveillance devices on 330 million people without some sort of massive funding, because I assume that that's kind of what he's talking about. So I go looking for the money. I decide to start digging through Trump's big, beautiful bill, because I figure if there's any biotech surveillance funding, it's got to be buried in there somewhere. As I'm reading through it, I'm seeing all of these cuts that we've been talking about all week, right? Like they're cutting the NIH budget by 40%, the CDC by 50%. Like they're literally dismantling agencies that do actual medical research and disease prevention, and it's absolutely disgusting. But then I see this line item, and it's for $25 billion for something called Rural Health Transformation Program. And I'm thinking to myself, like, wait a second, so you are destroying real medical research, defunding rural hospitals to the point of closure, but spending $25 billion on rural health? Like, what is that? This is the first I'm hearing of this. So I start digging into whatever this rural health transformation system is and what it actually means. What it is remote monitoring, robotics, artificial intelligence, and other advanced technologies. And that always makes me pause, right? Technologia. Now look, investing in AI and technology for healthcare isn't weird. Like that's exactly what we should be doing to help patients and advance medical care. But here's what doesn't make sense to me. You don't defund the NIH and the CDC while simultaneously spending $25 billion on a rural health program. Like this does not feel like an improvement to rural health, obviously. It feels like a replacement to rural health. Oh, but then I noticed there's a timeline attached to this budget because $20 billion of that $25 billion gets spent in just the years 2028 and 2029 alone. The same years RFK Jr.'s wearables has a deadline for us, right? So that's interesting. This is when I went from confused to actually scared. So Peter Thiel's company, Palantir, you know, the surveillance company that builds spy tools for the government, well, he just got a $443 million contract with the CDC. Yeah, the same CDC that they're defunding by 50%. So they're destroying the public health agency and then paying Peter Thiel's surveillance company to take over its data functions. And look, whenever I think about Peter Thiel, I know that Elon Musk also is probably involved because those two are thick as thieves, quite literally. I mean, Thiel bought JD Vance's seat in the White House and Musk bought Donald Trump's. So I just assume they're running the country. So while Thiel's getting all of these healthcare data contracts, like what's Musk doing? You know, he's been very vocal about hating this bill. It doesn't benefit him, right? So I check on Neuralink, which is Musk's brain chip company, and I find out that they had just selected in January the University of Miami as their second US site for human brain implant trials. Yes, you heard that right. In fact, they literally just completed one of their first ever human brain chip surgeries like 2 days ago. No, I'm not kidding. Wish I was, sure am not. Now look, I want to be clear that the University of Miami has a very legit reputation when it comes to like brain research and helping paralyzed patients, so on the surface this kind of partnership makes sense. And if we were talking about a doctor who cares about the well-being of others, that would be one thing. But we're talking about Elon Musk here, the same guy who has reportedly 1,500 animals since 2018 at Neuralink medical facilities for failed medical experiments. And employees have actually come forward and complained about these hack jobs because Elon Musk is always pressuring them to move fast. Like, move fast and break things, except for these things this time are living beings. And he's always stated that his goal is not just about helping patients, but that he wants symbiosis with artificial intelligence. That's actually the mission statement on Neuralink's website. So, because there's always a modus operandi behind everything they do, I'm thinking to myself, well, why Florida specifically? Like, there's a lot of great neuroscience programs across the United States. What's so special about Florida? And this is when it gets dark. I'm just gonna warn anyone who's still watching. I start digging around in Florida legislation and I see that on May 30th, DeSantis had vetoed a bill that would have let families sue doctors for medical malpractice if it resulted in death. Like, he vetoed that bill. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because Florida, while under DeSantis's rule, has become an experimental playground for all kinds of policies that would never fly in any other state. He's consistently using emergency powers to bypass normal oversight, testing controversial programs, and pushing the boundaries of what's legally actually possible in the United States of America. Florida, I'm so sorry for everybody who has to live under Ron DeSantis. So what if Florida wasn't just chosen because of UM's research reputation? Like, what if it was chosen because DeSantis has created the perfect environment for experimental procedures with minimal legal consequences? A place where you could potentially test things on people that you couldn't get away with literally anywhere else. And look, maybe these brain chips are doing some net good and it's all very above the board and everybody is happy, taken care of, and their lives are better. Except there are a handful of people whose lives actively aren't better right now in Florida. And those are the people going to Alligator Alcatraz. So I decided to check the distance, from the detention center where thousands of people are going to be held against their will to the University of Miami, where Elon Musk and Neuralink are actively doing brain implant experiments. Perhaps some of you see where I'm going with this. So I Google Maps it and my heart kind of sinks because it's a lot closer than I thought it would be. It's about 45 miles apart. So like, I'm sitting here thinking like, there's no way he's gonna do what I'm thinking he's gonna do, right? Like, there's no logical reason why these two things should be connected, right? And again, I want to be clear here. I'm not trying to implicate the University of Miami in anything. Like, they have been a legitimate research center for the better half of 40 years, helping patients who are paralyzed. Like, they are legit, and Elon Musk uses his own surgeons, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, the thing is, like, look at who gets hurt by this, by all of this. When you put it all together, like, when you defund the NIH and the CDC and rural hospitals close, like, it's always poor people who lose access to healthcare. So if you want to control those communities, or let's say you want to have predictive police surveillance, what do? You destroy the healthcare systems and the infrastructures that serve those low-income populations, and then you say, oh, don't worry, we have a solution for you, and it's surveillance technology disguised as healthcare. They become dependent on the tech because they have no other options. You took those away. You defunded those. And if you've just cut healthcare for millions of people, then that means the clock's a-ticking, because if I also remember correctly, then you need to have this biotech ready to go by no later than 2028. So you either need a lot of human volunteers, or you need a group of detained immigrants who maybe can't consent, can't sue, can't speak out. What was the name of that other place that performed criminal medical experiments on prisoners? Ugh.
And so many people are afraid of a chip in your hand. They about to put that shit in your brain, bro. Oh shit. They about to put that shit in the brains, bro. That was oh, shit. It makes so much sense when we see two people go at it. That shit is staged, bro. That ain't real. That's the step. That's that. Oh shit. That's to put in. That's to put their next plan in place. The beautiful bill. And this shit get real. There's too many coincidences, bro. All I'm gonna say is we've been their guinea pigs. We've been new this, and I think everybody's starting to finally get on to this. I remember me and my uncle used to talk about that, and I used to say, bro, you know that because he was wearing True Religion, and I said, you ever notice that like when you get a horse or something on your stable, you brand them? And he was like, what? And I was like, what they do when it's their property? They put their name or their brand on it, right? They brand the horse. But when we go to the mall, we getting branded. Literally, they call it a brand. Nike brand, Jordan brand, Gucci brand. It's a luxury brand. Like, they branding us. We're their property is what they letting it be known. And I feel like when they do the guinea pig tactics on us, that's because we're their property. You know what's sad though? The Alligator Alcatraz, let's say that they do run those experiments on immigrants and they can't speak up about it because they have no rights, because they have no consent. They gave up their consent by being, immigrants. How do y'all feel about that? What if you was in another country for to live better, and they threw your ass in a detention center and they took all your rights away? How would you feel? I don't give a damn about what I don't want to hear about what were they, but they, and you come around the question. No, I just want to hear the answer. Whether you agree with immigration, whether you agree or you disagree with the immigration, like a legit question. Answer that, please. Like I'm literally asking, what would you do, or how would you feel if you or your family members were detained in another land that is not your own, but you were there because you wanted to get better living, and they doing things against your will, running tests and experiments on you that you really don't want them to do, and they not God, but they playing that. How would you feel? How would you feel? Is it right? Is it wrong? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to hear that. But I mean, I'm not gonna look at no reply that has to do with if I'm asking a question and y'all go around that question. If you answer it and I see it, I'll talk back. But if I see that you ain't even answering the question and you going around your elbow to wipe your ass, I don't want to hear it, bro. I'm not gonna respond.
My God. No words. I just have to show you. I just have to show you.
Are you tired of government promises falling flat? Do you go through an outrageous amount of stress just trying to get by? And bump it up with the One Big Beautiful Bill and get that relief fast and easy. The One Big Beautiful Bill is the incredible bill that gives you peace of mind and puts money in your pocket every time. It's both big and beautiful. With no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on social and more. Just look at the difference. Amazing. The One Big Beautiful Bill will benefit you everywhere.
What the? Tell me you caught that. Tell me you saw that it was the official White House's page. Someone made that video, presented that to their marketing director, and that idiot said, "This is good. This is good. Yes, go ahead and post it on our official page." We're not even this distinguished government, classy. We're none of that anymore. We're down here now. We're none of that. That was disgusting.
This is America, man.
We're getting this footage from the vote of the disastrous budget bill. It looks like some of the Republican men were grabbing the asses of other men. They were grabbing each other's buttocks. I kid you not. Here's what they were doing, groping each other's butts yesterday while the vote was taking place. Let's play it. That looked like MAGA Republican Tim Burch grabbing the butt of another MAGA Republican in front of Mike Lawler, and they were all laughing about groping each other. That's the MAGA Republicans for you. You saw it there for yourself. I mean, I'm not making that up. You could see it.
Boy, for the fact that nobody else said nothing about that, bro, they all guilty in that damn room. I don't care, red, blue, bro, they all guilty of that shit. Nah, hell nah. If my homie saw somebody do that shit to me, he gonna watch and see my reaction like, hey, bro, you on that? And if I'm on that, he on that. Damn, I don't even gotta be on that. He gonna be on that from the jump. Man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts, bro. That whole room is guilty of that shit. The fact that nobody spoke on that, man, he grabbed all crack, bro. He was all in the crack. You could tell he didn't grab cheeks. He didn't go to the right or the left. He went up the middle, bro. That's the crack, bro.
Are they playing a game with us? It's funny how they move on to different storylines in the world. First, it was the Israel and Palestine war. Oh, that's still going on. Then, it was the Diddy trial. That's been going on. And that was supposed to be the trial of the century with all these names coming out. That hit a downward slope. And now, it became all about the immigration and ICE. That's still going on too. But because it's not in the news all day anymore, you think it's not. Then it was the fear of a civil war. Now we got Iran versus Israel. Oh, this is World War III. We better get in the bunkers. We better hide. Now, I don't give a damn about any of these topics, honestly, because I still gotta work. I still gotta pay bills. How you expect me to care?
Should have staged distract us, man.
Man tells the untold story of human past, part 11. This is for educational purposes only. And in his opinion, this is how he felt in 1996. Not to be confused with misinformation. Read that. Watch the video to the end. Comment below. Share this with someone you love, care, and respect. Let's get it.
The collapse, the dimensional collapse, starting. Is it already starting?
It's already started.
With the sound and the color?
Okay. It's already started. Thank you for leading me here. What you're going to start hearing about in the very near future are something called rods. And they will be something that will be videotaped. And what you will see are large streaks just shooting through the air that are etheric, but are being able to be captured on tape. And what you're seeing is literally fourth and fifth dimensional craft moving through space, not having the slightest clue that they're flying right through us. Okay? And that's because you're beginning to see the implosion. It's great stuff.
And ghosts?
Yes, you'll see more ghosts, more apparitions, because those that are stuck between third and fourth density will start being more and more visible as our frequency starts to raise and rise. A lot of them, unless they are healed, and I do not know how to do that, how to set them free from their self-imposed prisons, will be exiting, transitioning. Angels, folks, be very careful about somebody who tells you they're an angel. For example, I've asked about the archangels, and the Andromedan perspective of that is that the archangel Michael was literally a fleet of craft that were called Michael. That was the name of the fleet, and they used to patrol the northern hemisphere of the planet when Orion was here in full force. Gabriel was the name of another fleet of craft, and so on and so forth. It has been changed and created into something that will save you and rescue you, when in fact, that was not the original intent at all. Okay. What's going to happen in the next 10 years? I will share this with you. There are definitely some things underneath the Sphinx, but the bulk of the real stuff that will tell us about our ancient history is still underneath the pyramid. And there was a vault built 3 levels deep, and the pyramid was built over it. Okay, that's where the real juice is. That's where the real knowledge is.
Y'all see how that mash happened at that girl album release party, and then a mash happened again? Both black SUVs killing 4 people each time. That's police. There wasn't no hood. And I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all know it wasn't no hood. Come on now, who don't? Now, the hood discussed this. Don't come online with this. I'm just letting y'all know it was the police, because that's fishy. That don't sit right with me, okay? I'm just letting y'all know it was police. But the hood know, everybody know who did what. And if y'all don't know who did what in the hood, police did it.
I am not gonna lie, that is the truest shit. Anybody from the trenches, is that how we look at it? We all know who did shit when it happens. We all know, even when the cops don't know. Trust me. And we be always like, bro, if they was smart, they wouldn't look this way. They would look over here. They always look where, look. If the, man, look. We all know that, bro. Do we or do we not have that conversation? If we be like, hey, bro, that car didn't even look normal. That car didn't even, it's how it's done. It's how it's done, bro. It's how it's done. Y'all let me know. Like that Philadelphia shootout. Prayers to anybody who had that. Prayers to anybody who was affected by that. I seen there was a man in a wheelchair and he lost his life. Prayers to him and his family. Prayers to anybody affected. But like that was some real shit. Chicago, what y'all think? I did see y'all just fixed a gang war. So I did see y'all no longer at odds. I gotta see which. I didn't watch the video, but I did see y'all making amends out there a little bit. That's big. That's huge for the city, considering the history of, you know, a lot of shit. But y'all, like, honestly, bro, when something happened, we know, like, we got an idea and people talk and shit start going. But when you accuse a side and that side be like, hey, bro, we didn't do that, and we would be happy to claim that body, or we'd be happy to claim that hat, but we ain't do that, and they not claiming it, and your side ain't claiming it. Oh, we know who that is. Yeah, that's facts right there. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Some of y'all might disagree, some might agree. But like I said, typically when shit hit the fan, the boys be so lost. They be looking this way and this over here, and then when they get over there, it's already over here. Yeah.
History is only a pen and pad from a brilliant author that put a great story together to confuse a generation. Y'all take a look at this.
The original diary manuscript was forensically examined by the German State Forensic Bureau, the Bundeskriminalamt. Their analysis determined that significant portions of the work were written with a ballpoint pen. Since ballpoint pens were not available to everyone before 1951, portions of the work were added well after the war. Handwriting experts determined after closer examination of the originals that all of the writing in the diary was by the same hand, and the BKA determined that none of the diary handwriting matched known examples of Anne's real handwriting. The true author of the diary was Jewish novelist Meir Levine, who demanded and was awarded $50,000 in payments for his work in a court action against Anne's father, Otto Frank. The truth about the Anne Frank diary was first exposed in 1959 by the Swedish journal Fria Ord. It established that the Jewish novelist Meir Levine had written the dialogue of the diary and was demanding payment for his work in a court action against Otto Frank. An extract from the Swedish articles appeared in the American Economic Council letter, April 15, 1959, as
Damn, I never heard that one.
The Everglades that claimed to have found an abandoned NASA rocket from the Cold War. This is the rocket right here that they allegedly found abandoned about 100 feet under the ground in the Florida Everglades. You heard what I said, 100 feet under the ground, abandoned. As a matter of fact, take a look at this video. Check this out.
Middle of the Everglades. An old NASA space rocket, 100 foot underground.
Watch.
From the Cold War.
Look at this thing. Look at that. Look at that.
Actual rocket, space rocket.
If this is true, that's a pretty unique find. And also would like to know what else is buried under the Florida Everglades. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Guys, look. So I look at this and it says certified Angus beef brand. What is a CHO's tenderloin steak? Well, it's a tenderloin steak, but dude, is that, I mean,
I don't even know. I'm not eating
it looks like freaking glued meat. It was a steak, but look, it's just solid. I'm not playing around, guys. This is nothing. I've never seen nothing like this. And I'm a butcher. I have butchered meat all my life.
And so he's about to go. He's going to our local.
What's going with it right here? Going in the garbage. I'm dumping. I don't trust that as far as I can throw it. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna do a short video right here. This is from my local farmer here in Northwest Louisiana. I just got back. Y'all can see. This is you don't see this is from a local farm. Nothing. It's solid. It's
Tenderized. I know you're gonna think I was tenderized now. This is what a real cut looks like. It's hard. It's tender, don't get me wrong. I can't pull it apart with my fingers. It doesn't have much strength.
And that music was kind of playing over me being able to hear exactly what he was saying, but I'll be honest. It was the stringy meat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like stringy. The stringy meat and the meat that looks like it's glued. Those are the first two types of meats that I started to notice. But it didn't start happening until like 2018, 2019 for me. That's when I started really paying attention to it. But my body can't digest beef that well. It really can't. Like, and I don't know about y'all, but chicken is easy, but that beef, bro, can't do it. But y'all remember the Matrix when he said about steaks? Y'all remember? Is that a coincidence or was it not?
The only other place I've ever heard this is in Chichen Itza, Mexico. This is a phenomenon that people don't understand yet, and we found it here at the wall. My theory is this whole thing's a tuning fork.
Right here, the sound comes back. Why it sounds like a bird? Don't ask me that, because we don't know. But this is really impressive. Experts from different countries, experts in acoustics, they have come here to study, to try to know how this is possible. They leave the country just like they.
It works all four sides the same.
Used to be. Now only two. Yeah, the north and the west.
What y'all think, man? Is that a reach? Damn, what's up with all these floods, bro?
Please stop letting people convince you to get that Labubu doll, fam. That Labubu doll is Annabelle's brother. You do not want to put this entity inside your house. Just like Sinner says, you have to invite them in. They make these demonic low dolls look very nice and very good, so your kids can be like, hey mama, I want this. And just that easy, your kid just invited demons into your house, fam. If y'all go do the research on this doll was created in replica of Pazuzu, which is a demon, fam. So don't invite Annabelle brother into your house, bro. Don't do it, bro. You need to be spiritually inclined with what's going on in this world, bro. This is the easiest way to wake up with scratches on your neck, nightmares in the house, shit moving like poltergeists in your house. Save yourself from all the stress and do not follow these trends, bro. Let them perish because they're not spiritually inclined to know what and what not to get into. Do research before you invite anything into your house, bro. Voodoo dolls have been something here since the beginning of time, and it's so crazy how people don't know nothing about it. Like, don't know nothing about how entities are trapped, and entities can be trapped inside these certain dolls, bro. Annabelle should have showed you, bro. Chucky should have showed you, bro. Go do your research. Don't get this doll, bro. Let them boy perish. You see what I'm saying? Don't fall. That's a wolf in sheep clothing type doll right there. It look hee. But have y'all seen that movie Smile with them niggas that everything that glitter ain't gold, bro? Don't buy it. Love y'all.
Let me tell y'all something about the water here. The water that you see coming out, going into that tank over there, is coming out the ground. Now, that's natural water, and it's very, very high in minerals. It has a pH balance of 8.9, I think. I think it's 8.9. That's high for a pH balance. You know what I mean? Like 7 is neutral. Anything above 7, what it starts doing, it starts killing bacteria and everything. So, water is good for you, you know, so you need to take advantage of the water while you're here for 30 days. Because when you get back home, the first time I came out here and went back home, I could smell the chlorine in the water, the fluorine, whatever they put in the water, you could smell it, you know, just from having been out here and taking a break from it. And it actually burned my skin. You know, that's how sensitive, once you get out here and start cleansing, and that's how sensitive you're going to get to all that stuff when you get back to the States.
Damn, that was that long ago when she said that.
Y'all, he said he's being watched and something is not right. This might be the last time we hear from him. And I'm not even trying to be funny. He posted a video saying keep him in y'all prayers. If y'all don't know who he is, go look him up. His name is Nature Dad. He the guy that made a machine that turns plastic into fuel, y'all. I'm talking about fuel that can run on your car, oil, gas, him. Y'all, look at the video.
Alright, listen everybody. I can't go into too much detail, but there is some very, very odd stuff going on. I'm certainly under attack right now in many different ways, and I just want everybody to know to just kind of have your eyes open. And I have my eyes open, but there's a lot going on. So I'm still working. I'm still building. Nothing's gonna stop that. But I'm just telling you guys right now, be on the lookout, because I'm under attack.
I heard him. He being attacked. But by who? And by what? And why? Is it because he's turning plastic into fuel? I need y'all to think for a second. This man right here learned how to turn plastic into gasoline, into fuel, y'all. Without a lab, without $1 billion backed into his product, he did this shit on his own, using a microwave. He did this all in the comfort of his backyard. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all notice that every time someone invents something that can be groundbreaking, that can be used globally, that can help us, why do they always go missing somehow or just be silenced? I'm not saying that's what's going to happen to him. I'm just saying why. I need everybody to share this. We need eyes on this situation right now. We can't let nothing happen to this man. What he's doing will change the world forever. If he did this with the limited supplies he had in his backyard, just imagine if when he gets that $1 billion off of this and he's able to build a big ass warehouse. Do you know what will happen to all the plastic that's in the ocean everywhere? It's going to be used for fuel. We need him alive, y'all.
Still not convinced that there is a glitch in the matrix or something is going on in our atmosphere? Take a look at this. China saw 7 suns at the same time. You heard what I said. 7 suns in the sky at the same time. As a matter of fact, take a look at this video. Look at this. Watch. Count. Look at this. 7 suns in their sky in China. You tell me what's going on. Some experts claim that this is an optical illusion. What are your thoughts? So to recap, along with all the tragic and crazy flooding happening all across the world, 7 suns have appeared in the sky over China. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as to what you think is going on. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Do y'all remember when we used to watch the movie Hunger Games? Remember how they can change the skies? What if they're changing the skies to block that from us? But sometimes we're able to catch it at certain times, certain places, certain regions. Because they shit ain't gonna always be perfect. And I only ask that because y'all remember Toxic Virtual Reality said early on, we're in a holographic matrix. I remember watching him say that. What's y'all thoughts? Is that why it's heating up? Again, is that why them floods is going? Y'all let me know, man. That shit crazy.
Lorraine Warren on a house tour, but watch her reflection. Wait for it. What is that? Why does it have pitch dark eyes? Lorraine Warren is a real-life paranormal investigator, and in The Conjuring, she's shown as sensitive to spirits. But in this moment where she sees her own reflection looking possessed, it's not only spooky, it's symbolic. Guys, in demonology, seeing your reflection corrupt usually means that you have been marked, or the spirit is already inside. Some fans think this was just a cinematic scare, but others believe that this footage was meant to show how Lorraine was being fully taken over. It wasn't just like demons were all around her, they were attached to her, actually. And even considering what happens later on in the Conjuring series, I feel like this could have been a sign that something was trying to possess her or to get in. I mean, think about it. You have this occult museum, you're around demons like 24/7. You're naturally gonna attract something eventually, right? So is this just a blink and you miss it kind of jump scare? Or do you think this is a moment Lorraine crossed a line that she couldn't come back from? You can come over here for more freaky.
The South San Gabriel River is...
This is...
Prayers to Texas, man. That shit is wild.
Okay, something we're all thinking about, talking about publicly, privately, Republican, Democrat, don't care about politics, we're all talking about it. Diddy, Epstein. This is humans covered up in real time. It's nothing else, it's nothing deeper, nothing, that's just what it is, right? We won't get those lists because Hollywood's on that list. We won't get those lists because politicians on both sides are on that list. On every side are on that list. We won't get those lists because directors of movies that we all are watching right now are on that list. Actors that we all watch and adore are on that list. Musicians that we listen to every single day, or we don't care, but we know they exist, they're on that list. You know what I mean? Athletes on that list. Hall of Fame athletes on that list. It's people all over the American entertainment stage that are on that list. And that is exactly why we are not getting the files. That's why we're not getting the files, why people are gaslighting us. That's what it is.
Facts. That was sent to me directly. Go run him up. I don't want to butcher the name of his page. And he DM'd me again. I got to go back and open that. I've been so busy getting these videos. But that's facts. It's right in our face getting covered up, bro. And that was their little slap to us where they was like, we're going to show y'all a little bit of what we doing. And then we're going to make it seem like we applying pressure to them. But really, that's a big business. So we're going to allow them to go back and do that. And we're going to not show the list. It's a slap in our face. Again, like the million slap they didn't gave us. I agree with bro.
Uh-oh, there comes the house.
Oh my gosh, y'all look.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
God. On the other side of that one right there.
These are whole ass houses, y'all. Getting moved.
Well, breaking news. Scientists are warning tomorrow and for the next few months, days will be shorter than ever. Some of the shortest in history because the Earth is spinning a lot faster than usual. There was filler space there because I needed everybody to understand what the fuck I just read and said out of my mouth. I did. The Earth is spinning. Let's speed this up. Come on. At this point, I think I can speak for a good majority of us. We don't give a fuck. At this day and age, brother, we don't care. Let's just go ahead and get this. Let's just go ahead and get the ball going. Like, what the f do you mean the Earth is going to spin faster than usual? And days will be the shortest. They said as of early as of tomorrow, the day could be shortest. It could be 6 o'clock, sun's down. I beg your finest pardon?
Everybody should be upset about this because that makes you question if that's even truth or not anyway. Or is it just CERN knowing that, this is my opinion, If you believe it's a globe, I don't mean no disrespect, no insults, no nothing towards you. This is just what I'm thinking. We're on a flat plane. CERN speeding up time. Once upon a time, time was longer. They wasn't speeding it up. Imagine when we was at work, breaking our back. Some of us had back breaking work. I know y'all know, because I had it. And the days were longer, when y'all could have sped it up the whole time. So I was out here working back breaking ass jobs, and y'all could have sped up time this whole time. But y'all was dragging it. Now y'all want to speed it. Why? Everybody should be mad. They playing with our time. Shit we can't get back. You can get money back. You can get all types of other material items back, but you can't get time back. Time is so valuable. Let me know y'all thoughts.
They said, did I sell my soul? Should I just tell them the truth? It's time for me to just keep it 100 with y'all. Like, yes, they got me in this shit. I don't know. I can't get out of it. I'm getting too much money. I don't want to get out of it. That's what y'all wanted to hear, now I'm saying it. We just left this Hollywood party, baby. This Balenciaga party. Bring me Balenciaga himself.
Yeah, I ain't selling my shit.
It's the type of moments we pray for. We live for. To come together and unite. One small victory leads to a big major victory in the future. We just need everybody else to hop on board. I'm telling you, this is their worst nightmare. I understand there's been losses on both sides, trauma. But when do people say enough is enough? I need everybody to share this video because this is a monumental moment. We can't let this go to waste. We gotta let everybody see. It's too much ugliness in the world not to share the beauty and success. For a whole fucking decade, the war between them tore families apart. I don't care where you from. It could be LA, Houston, Florida, Philly, New York, DC. Anywhere that got beef going on. This is the blueprint. We all can do it. And that's what they don't want us to do. That's why they promote so much violence in music and movies and all that. To keep us going through the same loop over and over and over. This is what you call real men. Do you know how hard it was for them to come and do this? But it just goes to show you it can be done. There's no excuse, bruh. I done said this on numerous occasions. I only get hated on by people that look like me. And that's sad, bro. We gotta change the mindset. We gotta change everything. I understand they put us in this fucked up situation. But we're smart enough now to get ourselves out of it. So let's give them their flowers while they're still here. And tag somebody down below who need to see this.
But I hope my city can get this same message. Cause we need that, bro. We need a bridge built between one side and another side. If you're from here, you know what I'm talking about. It's too much money to be made. It's too much positive energy in the world to be sitting here still living in the negativity, in the negative shit. From the way we do our dreads, from the color of our hair, bro, we know where you from. From the way you pronounce a certain letter, the way you say, yeah, certain lingo you use, we could tell where you from. And it's just like, bro, if they could do it in Chicago out of all places, we can do that here. We seen it done in LA. We seen it done in LA. And it took a huge loss for us to have to see that in LA. We saw it when Nip passed. So, yeah, we see the A-Tray Gangsters show love to Nip. We saw Schoolboy Q from Hoover's not even drop his album on the day Nip passed. Out of respect. When they both at war since forever. Come on, bro. If LA can do it, Sac can do it. Chicago doing it. Sacramento ain't shit compared to no LA's and Chicago's. Come on, bro. Like, hey, that's just my 2 cents. And if you out here and you watching it and you political and you from Sac, come on, bro. Like, let's think about that. Let's for a second, let's be men and adults and think about that. Let me know y'all thoughts though. Let's push positive. And peace.
There was a mysterious Netflix documentary about real-life vampires that ended up getting pulled before it aired. It followed a story from the 90s about a man named George Philip Gale who disappeared in Ohio. According to multiple sources in the documentary, he went to this real nightclub. It's called The Asylum, and it's in Dayton, Ohio. And it's a club that a lot of goth people go to, and it's specifically known for, like, its underground scene. According to the locals, this venue was supposed to be a self-proclaimed vampire coven. A retired police officer claims that Phil unknowingly walked into a ritual. What happened there was not just silly little role play. Phil had went to the upper floor of the club and he never came back. The rumor is that Phil was targeted and his life was taken in the process of this ritual. According to the events, his head was removed and allegedly sold as an occult relic. And despite searches, he was never found, so in 2002 they declared him legally dead. Netflix was investigating this case that had become cold and forgotten about. The documentary was going to be called Vampires in Gym City, and they actually finished it and they were going to release it, and then it was pulled without warning. Netflix knew that this would be a controversial piece. The original director was actually replaced during production, and then the new team really wanted to really heavily lead into this vampire conspiracy angle, which resulted in the documentary being really dark and unsettling, and it was like a true crime urban legend thing. I think that's really interesting. Y'all know that is right up my alley. In the interviews with Phil's wife and Phil's uncle, they were like, we don't care how you tell the story, just get his story out there. They were fully aware of the vampire spin and they were very supportive of it. And to them, this wild theory was actually worth exploring. Worked on the documentary for 3 years, and then Netflix emailed Phil's family one day and said the documentary could not be released. They had no official reason, they had no press statement, it was just gone, and the family was heartbroken. They really believed that this could have brought attention to his case. And also, let's be honest, everyone would have watched this. Locals who frequented the asylum say that it was more about just gothic fashion and vampire cosplay and LARPing. One person on Reddit said that they were probably just Vampire the Masquerade LARPers, and this is just a satanic panic for the 2020. But others weren't convinced. One person who actually claimed to know Phil said, no, my friend was murdered and beheaded. They are Satanists, not goth LARPers. This documentary was going to give both sides of the story. Even though it was fully finished, Netflix never explained why it was shelved. Reporters reached out to directors, producers, Netflix, and all of them refused to give a comment. It's now just considered a piece of lost media on a server somewhere unreleased. Some people say that the story was too dark, too weird, too unbelievable. Then there's also a possibility that there'd be legal trouble. But then why spend 3 years making it? Let me know your thoughts and you can come over here for more freaky.
It's always that one person that has to call and say, nah, it ain't real.
What the fuck? Oh my God! There was a little boy walking with his mother and his father, and he was, falling behind. So a man came and he was trying to cut him off. And then the little boy was trying to spin off on him. So the man just grabbed him up and started running with the little boy. And then the parents turned and started chasing him. And as soon as the parents caught up to the man, that's when the man just threw the little boy and the parents just chased after the guy and they caught him.
And they did what needed to be done. But see, I'll be wearing orange by the end of the night. And I would be glad. My mugshot would be a smile, bro. My child at home sleep. I'm good. I did my job. I did what was needed to be done. What would y'all do? Like I said, I'd be wearing orange. If that was to happen, y'all would see me literally in a mugshot smiling at the camera. And I'm going to be chilling with the homies. They did what they needed to do. Is that even real, y'all?
I don't understand how this isn't being talked about on every major news outlet right now. This is the biggest story in America. 796 DEAD babies were found hidden in a septic tank at a mother's home run by nuns. This is reported today, just 6 hours ago, by the New York Post.
Again, why don't these things be talked about in the news? Because that's a big business there. That's why. I don't want that shit being talked about.
This is why the Chucky actor is so publicly hated and controversial. He's best known for his work as being the body double for Chucky the doll and Howard the Duck. He was one of the guys in the suit, so like literally the body of the character. When Chucky was running, that was him. For years he signed autographs, he did meet and greets, all representing these films. After he passed away this year, a lot of people have been posting in his memory, but they're not aware of his disturbing past. And what a lot of people don't know about him is he has publicly admitted to trying to meet up with minors.
Yes, I'm admitting I know it was wrong and it was illegal. I'm admitting that. And I'm sorry.
Why would you turn everything sexual, Ed?
Because this is a whole hookup in the making.
The only way I even know this information is because I was going to buy some stuff that was signed by him, and I was like, why is this so cheap? And then I was reading the comments on Etsy. I would not have known otherwise. I feel like this is not talked about. In 2013, a group of people online confronted him in a sting operation. They posed as 14 and 15-year-olds and recorded Ed allegedly agreeing to meet up with them for explicit reasons. He has actually admitted to this about a dozen times. He's never been arrested for this. Even though there are footage and transcripts of this, the LAPD said it didn't meet the filing requirements, which disgusts me. Like, he was planning on doing this. He thought he was meeting up with someone that was underage that day. He's even admitted that he's short, he has a childlike persona, and he clearly knew how to get close to children. Absolutely horrible and disgusting. I do not honor this man. Come over here for more horror.
Hey, I was watching Lonzo Ball and Jello Ball's podcast, and Lonzo said that he actually took a film class at UCLA. And the real story, Peter Pan, I think it was Peter Pan. Most cartoons, he said, cartoon kid movies are completely opposite of a fantasy or a fairy tale. It's horrific or tragic, something crazy. I'm gonna have to take that rabbit hole though, but that just reminded me of that when I'm seeing the real story behind Chucky. What's y'all thoughts on this? Never arrested, didn't meet the what? Bro, this shit's crazy.
Virginia Beach family.
Y'all don't think this weird in Virginia Beach? Y'all don't think this jump about to be swept too? Bro, I've never been this close.
The world is changing, family.
To the boardwalk. Bro, that is not even far. Where is the rest of Virginia Beach? And the kids is playing in the black part of the sand. Oh no. This, nah.
Look at my man's feet. Is it? Man, this is crazy. You can't even see. Damn text.
So I'm just, correct me if I'm wrong. Texas floods, windstorms, electricity poles flying down, trees just uprooting from wind, animals acting weird. The trend of people walking up to trees and asking them to touch them, and the trees touch them, the animals are getting closer to us, showing up on our doorstep, making nests around our house, allowing us to interact with them more. Them getting closer to us and trying to interact with us, and we don't understand what it means. People are talking about timeline collapsing, moving into new earth. Christians are talking about we're in Revelations. The earth's frequency strikes are through the roof. People are having dreams about the trees talking to them and telling them about the things that they trying to give and the information that they trying to give to us, but we not there. We're not aware. Nature is speaking to people in their dreams. Dolphins are giving insight on what's to come to certain people. There's so many tarot card readers down the aisle. So many TikTok creators becoming the new spiritual news. They keep talking about, is something going on? Is something coming? I don't know. Look at this, y'all. Like, people are starting to make more predictions as I'm seeing what goes down my timeline. I'm just are y'all getting that nature and earth is upgrading and they're trying to connect to us and talk to us? This is the original indigenous roots of it being on this planet, being on this land. Around this time in July, so many natural disasters or things that happen, and people are just starting to talk about what's going on with the earth and the global warming. But nobody ever talks about the indigenous teaching and the councils that we have with the planet, with the earth, with the spirits here. What was once disconnected to us is now trying to connect to us. And you're seeing it with your eyes. So from what y'all are seeing, that's happening every year. We already know the upside down is the distortion, the fog that they try to keep us in our minds, to not have a relationship with our own selves and our own energy and our own planet. But at some point, there's no ignoring the indigenous connection we have to this planet, the energy work, the council meetings that we need to have with this planet, the nature guardians, come on y'all, like, every year, it's like, oh, it's hurricane season, floods about to happen, quakes, all that. And then y'all go on about politics and everything that needs to happen and what the government needs to do. It's like a cycle that y'all keep going in with how y'all presenting or trying to heal this planet. But it's time to stop ignoring the energy work that needs to be done. So, let's get it together. I know how this app go. So I'm going to talk about more of this on my YouTube channel and provide solutions instead of just coming over here saying the news or what's new or what's happening. Maybe we can collectively come to some type of grounding with this planet and resonance and healing.
I want to ask, who has taken their right hand, put it over their heart, take their left hand, put it on a tree, and just ask for the correct information for your soul path to continue, to be great at what you do, to give light to the world? Who has tried that? If you haven't and you open to it, try it. See where it take you. See if it tap you back into nature a little bit. Ground a little bit. Let me know if y'all agreeing with her, if y'all disagreeing with her. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with her. And then again, if you're having trouble trying to figure things out, tap back in, do some of those methods. Do some of those methods. Just listen to the wind sometimes. It'll tell you so much.
I don't hear a lot of people speaking about this, and not to take anything away from Texas, but did y'all see what's going on in North Carolina? North Carolina got hit with a hurricane called Hurricane Chantel. And let's just say Chapel Hill, North Carolina almost looks like Texas. It's flooded. Why weren't they warned about these conditions? I did a little research. I didn't see people missing. I didn't see people that lost their lives. I don't know if that happened. But this shit is crazy. It's like nobody's getting warnings about these flash floods and these horrible weather conditions. Look at this shit. This is North Carolina. I'm gonna sit this right here so y'all can see this. Look at this shit. Do you see the times we're in right now?
What is that? Oh my God.
This ain't normal, man.
What is that?
This is not normal.
No, this is not good, man. This is not good.
Nah.
Dude, those people in that house right there.
Look at that shit.
All right, people, we got severe flash flooding happening here in Orange County, North Carolina. This is the worst flooding I've seen in the Chapel Hill, Carrboro area. Anybody that tries to come out here and drive in tonight, please don't do it.
Now you tell me these weather conditions that we've been experiencing are normal. Tell me that. Floods here, floods there, floods in Japan. What's going on? Why isn't anybody speaking about it? Why aren't these people being warned? I don't know. I'm out.
Okay, this is real time. I am in Flowery Branch, Georgia, about 45 minutes outside of Atlanta, and I just saw one of the orbs and it just completely disappeared. It flew overhead in the apartment, and it was being followed by a helicopter, and you can hear and make out the helicopter, but you cannot make out what this orb is. It's just a bright orb, and it slowly disappears as it flies away. I don't know if I got everything on video. I'm going to post a video here in a minute of this. Holy crap, y'all. It's real. Whatever's going on right now is completely real, because I'm just walking my dog. It's about, Jesus, like 10:30. This is wild, y'all. Holy crap.
I swear, I think it's another life form out there, wherever you place a name on it. I know, to me, they're not the fallen angels, that other life forms out there, and I feel like they be around here patrolling or changing some things that we can't see or even understand sometimes. And I feel like the 1% puts them helicopters on that ass and go chase them. Or it's the drones they put on them to go chase them. That's my thoughts. What's y'all thoughts, man? Spam it up. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I know today might have been a little bit of a longer video. I just want to go ahead and hook y'all up with something. But I hope y'all having a smooth 7 again. But until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know